All right, let's create our first program in Java. So basically, we are going to use IntelliJ IDE for creating this program. Make sure that you download the community edition from jetbrains.com idea download website. Also ensure that you don't download the ultimate edition as it is free for 1 month. But if you have to use beyond that, then you'll have to pay some license fee. And also like the Java programs that we are going to use in this series, I think for that community edition should be sufficient. And coming to JDK, you don't have to download the JDK explicitly. You can also download the JDK from the IntelliJ itself. I'll show you how. All right. So after you have installed IntelliJ, just open it and from the main menu, click on File, New Project. So let's create our first Java project. Let's give it a name, Hello World, and language is Java. So JDK you can see as OpenJDK 21. I did install it earlier. And if you have installed JDK already, you can refer it here. Otherwise, there's an option to download the JDK directly from here itself. Click on Add SDK, download JDK, and then you can select the version, the JDK version that you want to download. So suppose you want to download JDK 13, click on 13. And from the list of vendors, you can select your preferred vendor. I selected Oracle Open JDK. All right, so I'm not installing it again since I've already installed it. But in case you don't have, you can install it from here as well. Once you have selected the JDK, click on create. So you can see it has already created a main class which has a main method, public static void main, string args, and it is doing nothing, just printing system.out println hello world. So basically it is going to print hello world in the console. So we will discuss in detail what each of these words actually mean. But I'm going to run this program first. So you can see in the console, hello world is printed. One thing I want to highlight is the execution of any Java program starts with the main method. And also you have to ensure that the name of the file, which is main.java in this case, should be same as the public class that we have created. So if we create a public class with a different name, which is not same or identical to the Java file that we have created, then basically it will not work. Okay, let's understand the meaning of public static void main. So let's start with public. So public means that this method can be accessed from anywhere. Since we are running this program directly, so the Java virtual machine needs to access this method to start your program. So as I mentioned earlier, the execution starts from the main method. So JVM calls the main method, and if it is not public, the JVM will not be able to call it, and hence your program will not run. Coming to static keyword. So static means this method belongs to the class itself. Since we are running this program, we are not creating any object of main class. So the JVM has to directly call this method without creating the object of this class. So that is why it has to be static. So void means that it is not returning anything as the main method just starts the program. Now coming to the word main. So the JVM will explicitly look for the method name main as the entry point to our program. So if you create a method with some other name, say public static void ABC, so the JVM will not be able to basically find the main method, and it will not call your ABC method also because that is not listed in its execution step. So it will not be able to run the program. So the JVM won't know where to begin the execution. Last, we are passing the string array arguments. So basically, it's an array of strings. So when you run the program using command line, so in IntelliJ, like we ran the program directly, but you can also run the program using command line using the syntax Java followed by the class name, and there you can also pass the value which will go into the string argument. So I'll show you. Say for example, you have the program, my program, and you want to run it, and you're writing Java, my program, hello world in command line. So basically it will automatically pass hello to the first as a first argument of the string array, and world as the second argument of the string array.